Hey, good morning everybody. Welcome to the farm. So today we're putting the chisel plow away. We have a shed that's about yay miles away from the farm that we store a lot of the stuff that doesn't have any wire, or doesn't have a whole lot of important wiring on it. Not that no wiring is important, but we store the stuff that doesn't have much for wiring on it. I'm just gonna look that way and look that way, make sure nobody's coming. But we store like the chisel plow, the drills, the crumbler. That all goes down there. The grain cart, my header. I got some mouse poison and some antifreeze, and we're gonna get her loaded up and ready for winter. So it's really, you know, the end of the season is real when you're putting the chisel plow away, because that means you're done with chisel plowing. You're done combining. And supersonic. Yeehaw! But this chisel plow is a lot wider than this tractor, so I gotta be careful about how close to the edge I get. That's probably a little too fast. We'll slow down a bit. This thing goes like 27 miles an hour. That's fast. Lightning fast. My tractor, for instance, goes 18 miles an hour. I think the 8300 goes 22 or 23. But that's what we're doing today. Let's see. Oh, grab one up. We call that up south because it's south of the farm. He went up there to pick up some spilt corn or something or other. I don't know. Grabbed some buckets and left. But anyway, this is probably going to be a couple 3-4 day video because not a whole lot's going on. I've got about a 2-hour drive in this tractor to get to Becker and back and get the mouse poison seeded for the year, and then I'm gonna go home because we gotta bring some animals to the vet tonight, and that won't take long. So I'm just back to doing my day job and helping the neighbor, and see what happens, see where the rest of the fall takes us. So stay tuned. I'm sure there's exciting stuff to come. Maybe, maybe not. I made it down to the shed. So here we be. That's what I meant to say. B, not B. So anyway, yeah, here's the crumbler, the drills, his old corn planter is in here, the grain cart, and my header, which I see has a flat tire. Oh no, it's not flat. It will be. Give it enough time. And it looks like we've had some mousies in there already. So yeah, we just keep stuff down here that can't really easily be stolen, even though stuff has been stolen from here before. Oh yeah, those bait bags are empty. But I'm gonna get that backed in here and then get back on the road, get home. Okay, we got mouse bait thrown, antifreeze and all the little lids and whatnot that I could find, and I'm gonna shut the doors and go home. I think this is gonna be it for today, but got the chisel paw put away, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. So we're on day 2 now, and this looks a little familiar probably, but we're in corn stalks. I don't grow corn. I'm doing this is the neighbor's quad track and chisel plow, and I'm working for him for today and next week and giving him a hand while they get corn harvest moving. So I've been here since I think I got here about 7. I've been moving since then, moving back and forth. I started way over there. Oh, I gotta turn. Whee! We're turning. And down we go. Put the ponies to her. So yeah, I've just been going back and forth. Started way over there, past that tree line. I got here and he had done a little bit on that side, and so that's where I started moving. I'm leaving here at 1-ish, but I'm hoping I should be able to get well past this tree line and well into that final part of this field over there. So that'd be nice. Get that much done. Maybe get some headlands worked to move on. But anyway, I'm just cruising back and forth, going about 6 miles an hour. Yep. Moving. Sounds like the combines are moving as well by the radio. Which is good. That means I got another one done, I think. I'm gonna keep on moving and see what happens the rest of the day. I said this video is going to get spread out. So it is the 4th of November. 4th of November. And let me get some stuff set down here. Don't worry, I didn't buy a red combine, but I did. But I didn't, but I sold it. But there's a story here. So, got the Louisville. We brought that, yeah, right there. That's my truck and Grandpa's trailer. So, Dad had asked if he's got his own soybeans, and he had asked if he could use, if I had an empty truck that he could use to leave in the field. And this is his field, or one of them. He's got 2 of them. I think it's like 35 acres. This is the first combine that I ever purchased. This is a 1981 Massey Ferguson 860 combine. Conventional walker type. Just like my 9500, but red and older by 14 years. So I was scrolling through BizMan one night, and this was many years ago. It's 2022, about to be 2023. I bought it the winter of 2018, 4 years ago, or the winter of 2018, 2019. Brought it home, or brought it to, no, how did I do that? I found it in Maddock, North Dakota. Maybe it wasn't Maddock. Where was it? Somewhere out by Maddock, way out west. Bought it out there, had it trucked over to Hillsboro by an implement there, or a dealership there. And I had the bright idea that I was going to drive it from Hillsboro to Twin Valley, where the farm is. This was going to be my primary machine. So got it got out there, thought it was the coolest thing in the world. This is the V8, so there's two types of 860s. There's the gear drive transmission with the 6-cylinder Perkins diesel, or the V8 engine with a hydrostatic transmission, and that's what I wanted. That's what I was looking for. So I knew the 81s they were kind of meh. I wanted an 84, 85. Went and looked at a couple, but they all were the same story. They wanted too much money for them, and they had 5,000 hours on them, which was too much for me. So bought this one, paid $1,500 for it. $1,500. That should have been red flag number one, the fact that it was $1,500. I got it about 10 miles away from Hillsboro towards Ada, and it died. Just dead. Nothing. Wouldn't start back up. Wouldn't do anything. It's like, I don't know, 7, 8 o'clock on a Wednesday night in the tail end of summer. No, maybe it was spring. Must have been spring. And it died. So I called the only person that I thought could work on it or figure it out, and that was my dad. And he came out all steaming mad, and he cracked the lines, and we got it fired back up. But so this thing has like a top speed of 19 miles an hour. It really cruises. Full throttle, full hydro. I was going 7 miles an hour. Now Hillsboro is probably, oh gee, I don't know, 45 miles away maybe. I don't know, don't hold me to that. But it's but you take 45 divided by 7, you come up with 6.5, 7 hours somewhere in there. Is that right? Yeah, 6.5 hours. I started at 7 o'clock at night. At 2 o'clock in the morning. No, that didn't happen either. I made it right outside of Ada at about midnight over there, and it died again. Got out, primed the crap out of it, got it started again, took off. I got over to my uncle's place. He's got a yard over there, and it dead again. Got out, did the same thing. I got 2 miles down the road, dead again. Got out, did the same thing. I did that about 5 more times between my uncle's place, which probably 5 miles, 6 miles maybe, and I left it. I left it over on a county gravel road overnight to come back the next morning, got it fired up, and I full throttle gunned it, made it to Dad's yard over here, where we call it the cement plant, and left it there. I had a guy that come work on it, and he thought he had figured it out, but by then I had, oh, how did that happen? I think I gained more acres, and then I was like, yeah, I don't want it. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. So I put it on auction. Got a couple phone calls from it, told everybody, you know, I had some issues with it. It sold. I got what I paid out of it, and then a little bit more, and it never left. Somebody else in the family bought it, known as my dad. So he uses it now. I think he's had the same issue with it. It dies every so often, but he uses it on his 35 acres of beans, and it works. But here it is. The old Massey Ferguson. Hell of a combine back in their day, but not for me. So anyway, that's a little story time about my first combine purchase. This video is pretty, oh, I see he's got the fuel gauge out. It wouldn't stick. So yeah, that's my first combine purchase ever. It was really my first farm purchase ever. I don't like to admit it. It was a cool idea at the time, and it is a cool machine. But she's in rough shape. They sold it with 4,700 hours on it. and upon using it a little bit, the hour meter doesn't work, so I think it's got way more than that just based on the wear and tear that it has. So he's got a 9122 flex header, I believe. I believe this is a flex header. Yeah, it's a flex header. But yeah, there she got a little hydraulic leak somewhere in there, I see. But I ran an 860 for quite a few years for Dad and Grandpa Kenny. I started out, the first combine I ran was a 760. Then I started running Dad's 860. Combined quite a few acres. We used to pick up barley swaths with an 860. He still has that 860. It's out at his yard, or the Twin Valley yard. But anyway, I'm rambling. So I just thought I'd give you a little note, little lesson. Anyway, I think this video's gone on long enough. It's been probably 2 weeks, I guess. But I helped a neighbor get some chisel pawing done. Dad's gonna use my truck. I don't remember what happened before that, but anyway, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you like what we do. We're done farming for the year, so we'll see what winter and next spring brings. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.